Yes, come on, but how is that possible? No, come on. So,
¿Quién soy el primo mate?
Primer mate. Now, I'm Mary and I'm France's mom.
You're ready. I'm French and I'm Mary's daughter.
And this is SMT because we didn't say it last week.
We didn't?
No, Saturday morning talk, right?
Yes.
Good. And the funny thing of this is that it has become kind of routinary, and on Saturday mornings we both wake up early in the morning to
prepare.
The two of us spent like 20 minutes writing and
This is our like teacher
of
inner side.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a moment of reflection. Good. So, good job, Mate.
So David, should we explain why?
Thank you, Carol. Thank you for the suggestion. Come on, we have to say that because you will be listening
Definitely.
to this, of course. The idea is to curb the laughter.
Enthusiasm.
Good. So I start. What did you learn this week?
I learned 2 new words
Yeah.
in English. You may know them. But
I learned, but you learned them, of course.
One is bodacious. You know it.
You learned it with a.
No, I just searched on the internet.
Fantastic.
50 incredible words, interesting words. While this word is often used to describe a body's curves, bodacious can also be used to describe something that is remarkable or admirable.
Fantastic.
For example, a person or a house.
Lovely.
Bodacious.
Good. But you saw it like you were seeing. You
There
were
was,
looking
it
for
was
something
like a
on the
website
internet. Okay.
with like
Good.
the top 50 words. And
Good. And the connection, because today I've got words.
really?
Yes. What did I learn this
We're
week?
laughing.
Yes. Okay, go.
So, okay, bodacious. Yeah, maybe it's like we can relate it. The translation can be abundante, you know?
Yes.
Más o menos.
Abundant.
Kind of.
Maybe.
Like
in the sense of yes, of course. If you're describing something that is exaggeratedly nice.
Yes, if I think about curves.
Yeah, of course.
And the second one is inure. Inure. Do you know that word?
How do you spell that?
I-N-U-R-E. Inure. No, inure.
Inure.
Not all beautiful words have beautiful meanings. The word inure means to accept or grow accustomed to something undesirable.
Fantastic.
For example, your family constant criticism
Yes.
could inure you to toxic behavior from loved ones.
Fantastic. But no correlation, no similar words in Italian.
No.
So it's
I
not
thought
Latin.
about it.
It's not Latin. It's got a
Probably
different root. Okay.
I should check that. Now you
No, but just because some words that are very technical or that they are describing something, I don't know, many times they have the similar version in Italian or in Latin language, Spanish or yes.
Yeah, because it's not influent. No.
It's yes.
No,
of course, but there has to be something similar in Italian, but it's not similar to that word. But you need to think about that. No, you think it in English. That will be a word in English for you, and you need to start using them.
I know.
Because otherwise you will forget it. Fantastic. Great. Fantastic. Good.
What did you learn?
Good. So this is your market. So the cheer off. Good. So what did I learn this week? Again, it's connected to words, but of course this will take me to a concept afterwards. And so the first word that I wanted to ask you is glabella. Do you know what it is?
No.
Now this is the thing. This part in the middle, between the eyebrows, is called glabella.
Like the third eye?
No, well, it's where the third eye is situated, okay? But it's just that, the middle part between your eyebrows. And why did I learn it? Because we were doing lessons connected to body language and facial expressions. And I taught the students about this FBI expert. His name is Joe Navarro, and he was mentioning this word glabella in many of the videos, so the students needed to know. And then, of course, what came to my mind is how many words we don't know. A million, because I heard, and then we always go back to Vega. You knew this was coming, but I heard a podcast. No, it was a TED presentation.
Bologna.
Exactly. Another connection. Bologna. That's it. And so it was a TED presentation where she said that she was speaking about languages, of course, and she was saying that we only get to know 20% of our mother tongue vocabulary.
Mother tongue.
Exactly, of course. Well,
that's so sad.
I know. And so glabella was a word that I didn't know before. I didn't know. And so I searched for other words connected to the face that I didn't know. And so pate is the top part of your face. And pinna is the outside part of your ear, okay? And then a word that was very funny, because I did it on purpose. I went on purpose to look for some words just to tell you today. The final concept. And do you know how we call this part? The part that women normally walk. So let's say. Okay, good. So the usual word is armpit.
Oh yeah.
No, but the scientific word in English is axilla. Axilla. It's the Spanish word. Of course. And so, of course, the final concept is we don't need to know everything. We always need to go and search and be honest with ourselves. And when we don't know, the important thing is that we are curious to go and get to know, okay? Because this is what she was also saying in that talk. She was mentioning the fact that
be humble enough to
exactly, and then everybody's in this battle of trying to prove that we know better. But we don't know better, and it's irrelevant. And who cares? The important thing is that we're curious enough so that when we don't know, we go and find out.
Yes.
It's true.
Also, everybody knows what they want to, what they're interested in knowing. Like,
yes,
maybe you know more about something that I don't.
Absolutely,
care
that's
about.
fine.
Yes,
of course, absolutely. Good. Second question.
Okay, can this that you just said be the thing that blew my mind? Is that the second question?
Yeah, of course.
So what blew your mind?
So I have to start this time.
Yes.
Let me give you a mate so that you don't.
Oh, but you can have one and then.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Well, I will. Now, what blew my mind, and I'm going to try to be quick because if not, it's going to be a very long conversation, but inequality.
Yeah, we are going to have more or less the same.
Yes, inequality. So three things that happened this week very concretely, speaking about inequality is, first of all, is I listened to a TED talk about poverty in Argentina, and that didn't blow my mind because I knew about it, but it was a reminder, okay? So it was a reminder because we forget, and we all forget about the world outside us. This is the thing. I never forget about poverty in Argentina because it's something that I'm always thinking about. It's a conversation that I have every week with my parents in Argentina when we speak about coronavirus and the situation and everything. But like the statistics and the reality and people not knowing about this, okay? Because this is the other thing. People, no.
But you
Argentinian
people do know about it.
Many, yes, of Of course, they do, but Argentina is one
of course.
country in the world. So, but let me put all the dots together. So that was the first one. Then the other thing is that I'm listening to a podcast launched by Bill Gates and an actress, and they started like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I'm not sure that I really like the podcast. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to comment on that. But second podcast was about inequality, and I listened to that last week, and I gave it to a student to listen to it, and then we could analyze it during the lesson. And again, that was another connection because there were lots of things that were in common, let's say, okay, between that talk and that. And then last but not least, you sent me the essay by your teacher of Italian, your brilliant teacher of Italian, okay? She gave you a text for you to write an argumentative essay, and the first part of that article was about inequality. That's it. Then it was about coronavirus, okay? Yes. But the beginning was about inequality. And the conclusion is I don't want to spend one extra day of my life not thinking about how can I make, or what is it that I can do in order to make this world a little bit more equal. That's it. I cannot go back to Argentina and change anything. I cannot do much from here, but here I can do something to make this world a little bit more equal. That's it.
Beautiful. I don't want to add too much because I'm gonna talk about the same.
Okay. So
we're not gonna repeat ourselves, but what blew my mind, I had a nice philosophical conversation with my philosophy teacher this week. We're talking about, I'm gonna say the philosopher in the Italian way, it's probably wrong, Nietzsche.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do you call it?
Nietzsche.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He wrote this book of aphorismi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And one of the aphorisms.
That's a brilliant.
Beautiful. So we comment.
But that's a brilliant professor of philosophy because that's very neutral for Italian schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the aphorisms was talking about like your own happiness, and Nietzsche was saying that to help others reach happiness, you have to be happy.
Absolutely.
And think of your happiness before. And this at the beginning, like for me, it sounded very egoist.
Yes, selfish.
Selfish. But then it's so true because, like, I thought about it like in my personal situation. When I'm like feeling sad, I don't need anyone to. I don't like people. I prefer people who are like happy.
Of course.
Than people who sympathize with me.
Of course.
And like, I'm so sorry for you. No, I prefer people that motivate me while they think about their own happiness.
Completely agree with you. And then this again goes with something that I've been thinking a lot because again, I listened to a guy saying the thing, you can never give what you don't have. So how can you produce happiness if you don't have it in yourself?
Of course.
And this is with everything. You cannot give anything. You cannot be generous with the others if you're not generous with yourself first.
Of course.
You cannot teach.
You have to reflect what you are, like, and if in the case you have to help others, you have to reflect your good things.
Absolutely. Yes, of course.
You're so wise.
No, come on. Give me the master, please. So, next question for you is how did you push yourself?
Okay, something
that was hard for you this week and you had to push yourself a little bit towards the opposite or getting there. I don't know.
It's the same. I had the same thought as you about like inequality, and I was thinking that. So for me, it was hard, and it's an everyday challenge to redimension my problems. that doesn't mean that nothing cares, you know, and everyone is in their own reality and has to face their own problems. But it's important to connect with reality and be realistic
of course.
Yes,
Of
like,
course.
and look, there is like coronavirus has not delayed it, but messo da parte,
put aside
other words,
yes, of course,
issues.
absolutely.
But like the thing that that is connected with what blew my mind, that is like, where is the point in just, of course we have to remember that other people have issues and sympathize with them, but we have to do.
Of course.
If not,
absolutely.
So also, I was also thinking that I want to change the word.
You want to change the word. Of course, we want to change the word, and that's gonna be connected to the last question. Good. Now, so you're going to ask me now, how is that? I'm so very shortly. It's different. But I thought, because I've been doing a lot of reflections this year, and I've been trying to meditate more and read more and do more of the things that I love and so on. And I've had the time for that. So I've had the time for that, or I've made time for myself for that. Okay, so it's the combination of two things. But I wanted to go further this month of December. And and I created an awareness chart, okay? So I put different things in this chart that I want to measure this month. And so, how many hours do I sleep every day? What is it that I eat every single day? How much exercise do I do? How many minutes do I meditate? How much stretching do I do? How much care do I take of my body, my mind, and so on? And I'm filling in that chart every single day because I want to be more aware. That's it. And it's a present that I'm giving myself before the end of the year. Because this is going to mean a new beginning in January. I want to change some things. I want to change some things.
And to change how to have the situation clear.
You need to see, exactly. You need to wake up and be aware and realize and everything.
Yes.
So,
did you take notes?
So, listen. If you want my chart at one point of your life, the chart is ready on a document. Good.
Okay.
One question for you or for me?
Okay. First, Amante.
Yes, of course.
I need to
yes, of course. Swallow. Digest, of course. Of course. Tough.
So who start? I think I can ask you. No.
Yes. You can ask.
Oh, you can ask.
I have a question for you. So, if you could have one person over at home this weekend, who would you have? Something
beautiful.
I knew that would make you smile. So one person that you could have over for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The person is coming today and is leaving tomorrow evening.
No.
Yes.
That's also so sad at the same time.
I know. So it's 2 days with a person.
Beautiful.
But some people, we don't want to have them for more than 2 days. Well, come on. Because
sharp tongue.
Okay, so
sharp
tongue.
Wow, beautiful. Wow, touching. I don't know.
Well, can you think of that person? Or you can take your time and answer now. But it's this weekend, so you have to tell me something now. I don't know.
I would say Carolina.
Your sister, your aunt,
yes.
Your aunt, my sister-in-law.
Yes.
Fantastic. She'll be happy to hear that. She'll be happy. For 2 days. And this is the person that you cannot have for more than 2 days. She will be laughing at that.
I wasn't thinking about it
no,
today.
Of course.
But
come on.
You asked me this, I think about so many people.
Of course.
But I think my priority is someone from Argentina.
Okay, good. So that's nice. Yes, but I think.
But then I don't know.
Sarah is a nice choice. I like her. I can have her for 2 days. Listen, I can have you for 2 days. Good.
Okay, and your question is Okay. What's something your brain tries to make you do and you have to will yourself not to do it?
Well, can I go trivial and banal and
Of course.
eat sweet things?
Of
Eat
course.
sweet things. Yes.
That's a common thing.
Yes, of course. Come on. Yes, I need to cut on sugar. That's it. I need to cut on sugar. Yes. My brain is telling me go for those biscuits. But and I
Bodacious.
Exactly. Of course. Good. And one question for everybody. So we have to say that Agus has been sending us the answers for every single question. And he said the question for last week was, what is home to you? And of course he said what we had already agreed on, which was home is inside. And it's not just one place, it's wherever you feel at home. So I was thinking one of the places that home, that means home to me is the kitchen in Vienna.
Wow.
Yes, that is home to me. That's it. Good. And the question for this week, should I say it? What do you do with your time to provoke change? Okay, so what do you do with your time to provoke change?
And if you're not doing anything,
this is a call. Good. Thank you.